Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Dredge. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zero. Let's get to it. So we're continuing our mission to boldly go where other people have gone before. But before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. So, Captain's Log, Day 17. Still looking for fish. No longer have to pay my debt for the boat that I was loaned by the mayor. I don't know, if you're paying it off, isn't it kind of like a gift, but not a gift? Anyway, but the boat they give you is okay, but it's not great. And we've since made a couple of upgrades to it. So now we have 2 lights to see better in the dark. Still not awesome. We've only got the 1 fishing rod, so we are limited in where we can go. We have 2 engines now instead of the 1. So now we're going, I want to say around 30 knots top speed, so a little bit faster to get around, so that we're not spending all day getting to fishing spots. And of course, always on the lookout for dredging supplies for upgrades. It's this balance of getting the supplies and getting fish, both for upgrades and, of course, for buying new ways and better ways to fish and faster. The rods and reels that you can research, and of course, it's dependent on research points, getting better equipment. So if you want to research all of the different rods, then you need to get a certain number of points. I want to say it's like 20, around 20 points. And that's not easy to get, because it seems like research points, there's no definite way to get research points. And if it is a definite way, then you only get, one or maybe 2 points. All right, we got another piece of information. Message in a bottle. We're at the Gale Cliffs now, since we were unceremoniously ejected from the beginner island. The fishmonger there shut his door, barred it from the inside, so we're no longer able to sell fish there. I can only hope / assume that he will be able to, or he'll come back at some point. I don't know when. Already gotten into night. The anxiety, the tension is palpable. And the faster the eye moves around, the worse it gets. These fishing spots that are kind of glowing, you want to go ahead and make sure that you check them out, because that's a good time to try and get the aberrant versions, mutant versions of the fish. It's basically saying, hey, it's definitely here. So you have a better chance of getting it. Alright, we're pretty full. We need to go over and put our supplies to work in the floating dock. Oop. and sell our fish. I think there's... I don't remember now. I wanted to say that I needed certain supplies. Alright, so I think that's it. Just kind of looking around at the different fish. The fish market, you can just sell everything all at once, or if there are certain ones that you want to keep, then you obviously have to go around those. There we go, I got a little bit of cash. Now looking at this, upgrades, need... Yeah, that's the problem. When you're getting down to the nitty gritty, then you need to have certain supplies, or yeah, I need two planks, lumber, whatever, and I only had one, so I can't get that. Plus, then you have to buy the upgrade, so... Alright, let's take a look, see what she has. I can get a trawling net. It's a basic trawling net. There we go. It's installed. Everything takes time to install, so you have to plan for that. Now, I will say, if you want the hardcore challenge mode, never sleep. Never sleep, and it will get exceedingly difficult very quickly. I mean, there's times when you have to go out at night to fish, because only certain fish only come out at night. Look at that. Got something in the trawl net already. Yeah, I don't know, the rhythm is just a little bit off for me. Can't quite get the pattern down for some of the fishing mini games. So there's 3 docks here in this location. Eventually we'll want to go to all the different docks. Alright, we got everything red on the bookshelf, so we have all the perks, which is great. Well, I mean, so far. And the more we do, the more perks we have, the better off we'll be. Because we've got the, you know, the engines give us a little bit more oomph without actually doing anything else. We have a chance of not reducing the fish population at a particular spot. And whatever else was on that list of stuff. Bearded mackerel. Just kind of... So this game, if you've not figured it out yet, is part exploration. You have to figure out where the... Okay, so the net can only hold so many things, and it gets damaged over time, kind of like your crab pots. And then it has to be repaired, and you have to, you know, you still have to deal with the fish. Ah, here we go. This is something I need. There we go. I need wood planks. Ooh, I could get 3 wood planks out of here. That'll be good for future upgrades, even if it's only for one. One future upgrade. Well, after we get this last... Oh. Oh, right behind me. No. No. Wow, that was bad. Creature of the deep. There, now it's dark. So we talked to the people around here, and they talked about, you know, kind of the Loch Ness Monster kind of deal. I've seen it, I swear, but nobody believes me. Alright, so let's get that. Ooh, and I don't have the money because I bought the trawl net. Man, that stinks. I lost one piece of lumber. I mean, it could be worse, I suppose. There, I got a little bit of cash, which is good because now I need to repair my boat. Because I'm at the beginner hull, I can only take 3 damage, and that guy did 2 damage out of the gate. I kind of feel like that's the case with a lot of them. I could get a new... Well, I could work towards getting a new light. Now that there's a new light there, and it's decently better than what I have. Incremental change. I feel like that's one of the things about this game. You have this incremental change from where you begin, and each upgrade gives you just a little bit more utility until you can, you know, from the boat at the beginning to the best boat with all the options, you have this big disparity. But as you're going along that path from the beginning boat to the best boat, you're having this incremental change. You're having just a little bit better, a little bit here, a little bit there, and it doesn't feel like it's a big difference. So like I got the crab pot, which didn't feel like it was a big change in how I did things. I'd drop it off, I would check it, you know, maybe once a day, maybe every couple days, you know, and then I'd have to go back and pick it up, get it repaired, bring it back. And the encyclopedia is very important because that will actually tell you, or, you know, read between the lines to tell you what you should be doing. So if you find that there's a crab that is found up to, let's say, 15 feet deep, then you know that there may be others that are beyond that. So if you look for something that is, you know, 16 feet or 20 feet deep and drop the crab pot there, you have at least an opportunity. Man, I'm doing not awesome. I'm trying to save myself some time, and doing so, I'm wasting time. Well, now I'm full, and I need to go back. But that's kind of the thing. You're like, oh, like right now, I really need cash. I really need cash so I can afford the upgrade. So then I can unlock that next tick on the upgrade tree and work on the hull. Well, in order to do that, I need to fish. So I'm going to sell everything I have and try and get more and more money and just go back. Ooh, I have enough. There we go. And now I can look at the upgrades or what materials I need. Quite a bit of materials. So I'll go ahead and put in what I have. And of course I am lumber poor. So I have almost everything else except for the lumber. And I still have some materials to spare. As long as you have room in your storage, you can make it work. Yeah, that refined metal, that's something different. So I need 3 more lumber. And then that refined metal. Alright, so since I have extra room, I can add a little bit more power. I grab that weird engine. Now there's only one other engine that I saw on the research page that is 1 slot like that is. And it is better. I think it's better. I'm pretty sure it's better. So in addition to trawling and fishing for money, I also have to... Oh, there he is again. Man, right around 5:30 to 6, I want to say. Yeah, get those lights up. Because your cabin lights don't cut it. Yeah. Maneuvering around these cliffs is a little difficult. Alright, that's all we can carry of that. Just trying to get as many fish as I can and then go back and nope, that's not gonna work. And then go back and get money for the fish. And of course now I've got my boat's damaged. If I take any more damage, it's gonna sink. Nope, that's not gonna fit. Yeah, it just doesn't feel like the light really does a whole lot for you. So go back, sell, and then see how much we get for selling all this stuff. And then of course we have to repair the boat again. And you know, it feels like you're on the hamster wheel sometimes. I feel like I'm on the hamster wheel right now. Because I'll go out and fish, and then I make a little bit of money, and then my boat gets damaged by creatures of the deep. So the way that this plays out with the nighttime, because the fog rolls in, it all of a sudden causes that panic and anxiety in anyone who's out, which would include yourself if you happen to be out, not at a dock. And that builds, even with resistance to panic, it'll start building up. There we go, there's a mutant. So until you sleep, it'll stay at whatever level it's at, and you can... There's no like number There's no number that's associated with it. The only way that you can gauge how panicked your guy is looking at the eyeball that's right at the top center. If it's not there at all, then everything's fine. You're calm. Everything's good. If you see an eyeball there, there's some anxiety, some panic going on. And then the more or the faster that it's looking around, that like paranoia starts setting in, and it gets increasingly worse. So then the terrors of the night carry over into the day, so it is not just nighttime problems. If that anxiety is high enough. Oof, that was expert driving, boating, sailing, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, go around very carefully, keep watching your six. So what's interesting is that the time only goes by when you're, fishing or dredging, or when your boat is moving. But if there is, a creature of the deep that is coming after you, even if you stay still, they will continue to come after you. So it's almost like they're lightning fast, because time is basically standing still, but they keep moving. So that's like the one exception to the rule of, oh, look at this. Look at all the lumber I'm picking up. Ooh, and a research part, I'll take it. I need a ton of them, so I will certainly take it. I don't know how many I need in total. Some of the upgrades are only like 1 or 2, but then you also have, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so I need to... It's dark, obviously. I need to get to a port. And see how easy it'll be to get back to the fishmonger, traveling merchant. I don't know if this is the best way. Probably would have been best just to head straight. Oh, look at this. That's way too big, though. Look at that. That's monstrous looking. There we go. Now I should be able, I think. There we go. Barely fits. So that's what I need. This lady wanted a conger eel, but apparently her dog is eating them. Ooh, eyes in the dark. That's never a good sign. Save me, buoy. Save me. Now just beyond, or still in the... I tapped it. I just tapped it. Well, now if that creature comes at me, I'm in serious trouble, because he does 2 damage and I've already taken 1. Yeah, and this light just... it does not cut through the fog like I would like it to. So if we stay close to the cliff here, there we go. Echo in the fog. Interesting. So I guess you can only... Ooh, don't... No! Yeah, you can see the eye looking around in the top middle section there. And it's not... I mean, it's not great, but it's not... It's not terrible, but it's not good. So, especially towards the beginning, and I would say day, what am I on? Day 21 is still considered beginning-ish. You feel like there's so much that you can use. You feel overwhelmed by the number of choices. Yeah, like that's 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. And then you got 4, 3, 2, 2. So all these things that need research points, and there's not really an easy way. And now, in order to finish that, yeah, it broke one of my bulbs. So I'm only at half illumination. It was real close to that eel. I need to let that eel sit. Yeah, and I lost another lumber. Another one. I'm already short on lumber. And they're conspiring against me. Alright, so I need one more. I had it. I had the lumber. And then the refine. Plus, you know, the cash to do the actual upgrade. But upgrading the whole increases the number of damage slots you have before you sink. And gives you a bigger cargo hold, so that's nice too. Alright, so we got the trawl net going. Even though it's a basic trawl net, it's better than nothing. So I wonder how easy it is to get from fresh to, quote, rotting. I kind of got the feeling that you really want like a fermented type of fish. These little guys, I can fill up my entire hold with them. It's not gonna happen. They're gonna run out at this spot, and then I'll have some weird amount of space left. So it's like, okay, do I go back or do I look to see what else is out there and try and get one that'll fit? There we go. 2x2, which in the beginner hole is a lot. Anything that takes up more than 3 spaces is big. Got something in the trawl net. Yeah, every time you go back if you've been using the trawl net, you can repair it. Yeah, I kind of want to find one of those little fish. That was a nice find. I mean, they're probably not worth anything, but better than nothing. We'll find out here in a second. So we have to do each individual one because, of course, we need to hold on to that eel. Yeah, it's stale. So the longer you hold on to a fish, you know, the more hours you hold on to it, it goes from fresh to stale, and then I think it goes to rotting after that. I think. We'll find out. I have to like keep my eye on it. Got another fish in the net. I mean, that's pretty cool. Just kind of tooling around in the... I don't know that I want to be back here. Like, I know there's a... fishing hole there, and it's rather large. So now I'm like, okay, now I need to try and get back and not get attacked by, well, anything. Alright. So it's still stale. So I caught it last night. I don't remember what time. But, I mean, you can see it's been it's been 24 hours or almost 24 hours, and it is not at that point yet. So you can hold on to the fish for a while before it goes bad. And I don't know how it affects the price going from fresh to stale, and I'm pretty sure that the fishmongers have said, hey, you can still sell rotting fish, I imagine, at a discount. I don't track the prices, so I am reluctant to sleep because I'm kind of worried that it's gonna go from, there we go, it's gonna go straight to whatever is left. I'd almost like to see like a visual change in the fish in the cargo hold, so you know just by looking at it where it's at. There we go. Is going from being very fastidious about looking at it every hour and it doesn't change, and then all of a sudden maybe it does change. So it's kind of like, oh, there we go. Oh no! As I'm dredging, it went. Well, it just means that I wouldn't have research point. I'll take it. Man, that's upsetting. That is upsetting. I wouldn't have been able to get back to the lady to give it to her. So I guess don't go too far once it gets to that point of, once you're about 24 to 30 hours from after you've caught it. Man, you have to time that. I don't know how much. Well, let's see. It has been maybe 36 hours is the point where it just turned to goo. I'm upset with myself. I thought I had more time. Because it went from fresh. It seemed like it took forever to go from fresh to stale, and then I didn't recognize that it was going bad, and by the time it did, it was... Maybe I can still give it to her. Make sure I'm going to the right port. All right. Oh, nope. That's so disappointing. Well, I get to talk to this guy a little bit about explosives and his brother and all right, I'll think about it. Come back later. Man, that's really disappointing. All right, so I need to go back to... Let's see, maybe go back to here? Oh, I got another fish. That's good. I mean, I'll take that. More fish, more money. Here we go. What am I supposed to be doing? The family crest is somewhere. I haven't found it. I mean, I've dredged up a bunch of stuff, but that was not one of the things I found. So the Gale Cliffs is kind of the story of two brothers and the whaling town. So the Gale Cliffs used to be a whaling town, and around the time of the cataclysm, that all changed. People left for, greener pastures, and these two brothers had a falling out. Alright, so I have 1 point to use somewhere. Get a new crab pot, so it's not the base one or trawl net. Now what's interesting, or I think is kind of interesting, is that you don't get to see the details of an upgrade until you can actually use research points to upgrade it. So if it's further down in the tree and you want to see what it's all about, then you can't until it's, I gotta go get another eel. It bothers me so much. Oh no! Dude. I'm trying to remember where I found the eels. It's got to be in here somewhere. Seems like whenever I get to a certain point in the cliffs, all of a sudden the creature's like, hey, there's a boat there. I'm going to go mess with it. Because this time, I don't think I was there at, 5:30 to 6. There. Gotta flip those lights on. Because otherwise you end up having rocks and cliffs pop up right in front of you. Because the fog is just concealing all of that. Now here I spent almost the entire evening looking for the eel fishing ground, and I have not come across it again. I mean, you can't get too many of those things because they're huge. For this little cargo hold, once I get an upgraded boat, cargo hold, whatever you want to call it, maybe it'll be different. But the way that it's configured makes it difficult. The amount of space that it takes up, and the way that it's got kind of that zigzag, ends up taking up a lot of space. Well, went through the whole night and didn't get to see any annoying. Well, there's plenty of metal. That I'm able to find, at least in this area. What I really need is more lumber. I need to get more lumber because the lumber is difficult to come by. Well, okay, so that's not entirely true. I have come across some lumber, but I've also lost lumber. Well, I got a little bit of space for this stuff. Cloth, I think, right? Bolt of cloth. So I'm actually getting a little bit low on storage space to store all of these materials. So I really hope I get more lumber so that I can get it taken care of, get it out of the way, and then I can start using materials and put it towards new upgrades that I'll definitely need. Alright, so I have to go back and offload the stuff. I think I'm going in the right direction. There's some more salvage there to dredge up. Because I basically have no room for anything else. As you go along, you can kind of feel constricted by the lack of space, especially as you start adding more lights and motors and fishing equipment. There's a lighthouse, but I don't think there's a lighthouse actually in the Gale Cliffs. That's interesting. Always good to look at the map every so often. When you're not being attacked, of course. I have to carefully navigate this area. Even though I have a decent amount of light, I don't feel like it's enough. And then, of course, you have that red glow coming from the defunct town. Alright, so do I have... Oh, I do have some stuff. I had some stuff in the trawl net, and I think that was it. So now, yeah, let's see how much room I have left in storage. My locker is getting rather full. Yeah, I don't have any room whatsoever for more metal. And I have one slot left. Look at that. Wow. Basically, my storage is full. I don't have room for anything else. So, let's get that fixed and the trawl net at the same time. Let's see. I do have one research point. I think maybe one of these crab pots, since they're so cheap on research points. And the thing is, I don't even know if I want any of these other crab pots. Maybe this one. The hardy crab pot, where it can stay out for a longer amount of time. You know, eventually I want one of the better ones. You can kind of think of it as tiers. Everything in the same vertical space is in the same tier. Yeah, I've got no space. No space. And look at how much space I have on my boat. Not a lot. After I have the trawl net and the fishing rod and the engines and the lights, that's taking up a lot of space. So this hole is feeling really crowded. So now I'm gonna go back out and try to get another eel. I kind of feel like I was going in this direction when at least the buoy doesn't damage your hull, or at least not going the speed that I was going. Oh man, it was coming after me. Nope, not this way. There's something, but that's salvage. Nope. The only thing I want right now is... Oh, there we go. There's an eel. I want the eel or lumber. Hey, I'll take either of those. Also, actually, I would be okay with... Man, that takes up just so much space. I'm going to get another one just so I can sell it. And that's all I can fit. That's crazy. 2 eels. I hope they're worth a lot. And now I'm like, okay, I want to avoid the weird red fog. That comes after you. So now I can go back and sell the fish, get a little bit of cash, because I definitely need that. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's all I can get. Everything, that's everything I can get. Oh, that was so close. Alright, so we'll sell the one eel and keep the other one, and then of course whatever's in the trawl net we'll get rid of. Sell that, sell that. The eel. It better be worth something. To me, not nearly enough considering how much space it's taking up. Alright, so just grabbing one fish, two fish, here and there. There we go. Not that it's great. I kind of feel like I need to either find the little single fish that's tiny fish, or I want to say perch, or go back and sell it. I'm just gonna go back and sell it because I don't want to risk my luck and then end up losing out on that. Yeah, that's all it is just go out, get some fish, get some money for it until this eel is primed and ready to be offloaded for that pursuit. You know, on one hand, I feel like there's not a whole lot of pursuits, because you figure that board is probably full when you have every single pursuit. On the other hand, you feel like it's a lot because there's only really 5 locations in the game, and that's it. These water spouts. And I know that this area is not the most difficult area. Well, I mean, I guess each area has its own unique style challenge, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, get some more money. Let's see how much we can get. Alright, the trawl net can be fixed. It's not serious, but eventually I'll want to get a nicer trawl net, both because it'll be more durable, and in addition to that, it's also going to be useful in more situations, and it should bring in more fish over the same amount of time. Hey, where were you when I needed you? These little single slot fish. Yeah, oceanic perch. I was right. Get it tucked away in all the little nooks and crannies of the cargo hold. Look at that. Look at all these perch. Oh, now it's depleted. Alright, but I was able to get six of them. One mutant. It wasn't even glowing, so I lucked out, I guess. Alright. Fill out that encyclopedia. Yeah, I should be able to. I think that's the 2x2. Yeah, there we go. It's just like, there's no good place to put it. Oh, man. And then it's just like, okay, are we ready to offload it yet? Nope. I'm being a little bit more cautious. I think the problem is when you sleep, it will still decompose. Because time is passing. I want some money. That's what I want. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
テーション